You were close enough for me to recognize, far enough to feel like someone I had never known. The day we became unknown, you walked past without a word. I knew the coat upon your shoulders. I still remembered how you turned. The day we became unknown, our eyes met for half a breath. You looked at me like history you had already left. Once I knew your smallest silence. Once you knew when I was afraid. Now we stood among the strangers, like our love had lost its name. The day we became unknown, I felt the distance all at once. You were the person who knew everything. Now I was no one you could touch. The day we became unknown, we didn't fight or say goodbye. We simply passed each other slowly and let a lifetime walk us by. How can someone feel like home and become a face alone? I lost you twice. The day you left and the day we became unknown. The day we became unknown, the train arrived between our eyes. You stepped inside with other people. I stayed frozen on my side. I remember Sunday mornings, your keys beside my door. You remember none of it aloud, and the train began to move. I almost raised my hand to stop you. I almost called a name I knew, but the doors closed on the person who once promised I was home to. The day we became unknown, I felt the distance all at once. You were the person who knew everything. Now I was no one you could touch. The day we became unknown, we didn't fight or say goodbye. We simply passed each other slowly and let a lifetime walk us by. Maybe strangers are not people who never met. Maybe they are people who once knew everything and learned to live without asking anymore. Maybe forgetting is not losing the memories, it is losing the right to return. The day we became unknown, I finally understood the end. Love did not vanish in one moment, it became distance little by little. The day we became unknown, I watched you try to leave the light. I didn't chase the disappearing windows. I didn't ask you to look behind. You will always be someone my heart once called its own, but I cannot call you mine now that we have become unknown. Your train disappeared, my reflection stayed inside the darkened glass. For the first time, I walked away without following your shadow. You used to notice when I changed my breathing. You could hear one silence and know exactly what it meant. Once you knew everything, the way I smiled when I was scared. You knew which words could calm me down, and when I needed you just there. Once you knew everything, every dream I never said. You read the storms behind my eyes before they reached my head. You knew why I left the hallway light on. You knew which songs would make me cry. Now you would not know the difference between my truth and my reply. Once you knew everything, every secret, every scar. You knew the parts I kept from everyone and loved me where they were. Once you knew everything, now you do not know my days. You would not know I changed the curtains, or that I stopped saying your name. How did someone once so close become a person far away? Once you knew everything, now you know nothing about who I became. Once you knew everything, which side of bed I chose. You knew I hated empty kitchens and the sound of closing doors. Now the rooms have changed around me. There are pictures you have never seen. I built a life from broken pieces you would barely recognize as me. You knew every road I wanted. You knew every place I feared. Now my future keeps on moving without your footsteps anywhere near. Once you knew everything, every secret, every scar. You knew the parts I kept from everyone and loved me where they were. Once you knew everything, now you do not know my days. You would not know I changed the curtains, or that I stopped saying your name. Maybe knowing someone does not last forever. Maybe love can memorize a heart and still forget the way back. You once held every answer, now you are the question. I no longer know how to ask. Once you knew everything, every hope beneath my skin. You knew the person I was becoming before I learned to let you in. Once you knew everything, but time erased your place. Now someone else may learn my silence and recognize my changing face. I do not hate that you forgot me, I just miss how deeply I was known. Once you knew everything, now I carry all those memories alone. I poured your cup without thinking, then I watched the steam disappear. Some habits remember long after people do. I saw you coming before the light turned green. For 1 second, the whole city felt too small. Now we pass without a word, like we never shared a room. Like I never knew your footsteps or the way you wore perfume. Now we pass without a word, with 1,000 things inside. You keep your eyes upon the pavement, I keep mine on the traffic light. Once we filled the quiet easily, once your hand would find my own. Now the space between our bodies feels wider than the road. Now we pass without a word, without a question, without a sign. Two people carrying the same old story on two completely different sides. Now we pass without a word, though my heart still knows your name. You move through me like a memory, I move through you like rain. We were once impossible to separate. Now silence is the only thing we have left to share. Now we pass without a word, and the city keeps its pace. Someone laughs behind my shoulder, a buzz hides half your face. I remember how you waited at this corner in the cold, how you wrapped your coat around me and said I'd never walk alone. I almost turned when you were near me, I almost asked if you were well, but some questions opened always. We are trying not to enter. Now we pass without a word, without a question, without a sign. Two people carrying the same old story on two completely different sides. Now we pass without a word, though my heart still knows your name. You move through me like a memory, I move through you like rain. Maybe silence is not emptiness. Maybe it is every sentence we no longer have permission to say. Maybe we both heard the same goodbye and chose not to turn around. Now we pass without a word, but I feel every in between. All the nights you held me closer, all the dreams we couldn't keep. Now we pass without a word, and I finally let you go. Not because I stopped remembering, but because you chose the road. You were once the voice that made the whole world disappear. Now I hear the city louder every time you come near. The light turned red, I reached the other side without looking back, but every window still reflected the moment we said nothing. I pressed play just to hear how close you used to sound, but even through the speaker you felt a lifetime away. Your voice feels far away, though it is right beside my ear. Every word is still the same, but you are no longer here. Your voice feels far away, like a station fading out. I remember every sentence, I have forgotten how it felt. Once your voice could calm the thunder, once one whisper brought me home. Now it sounds like someone calling from a life I used to know. Your voice feels far away, like a light across the sea, close enough to make me listen, too far to come back to me. Your voice feels far away, but it still knows where I break. It says my name the way you did before we learned to walk away. I can hear the love we carried, but I cannot reach that place. Your voice is in the room tonight, yet it feels so far away. Your voice feels far away, in a message saved too long. You were laughing in the background, I was happy in your arms. You said, call me when you get home. I replayed that line again. Now there is no home between us, and no reason left to call. I remember how you sounded when you promised you would stay. Now the promises are recording, time is slowly worn away. Your voice feels far away, like a light across the sea, close enough to make me listen, too far to come back to me. Your voice feels far away, but it still knows where I break. It says my name the way you did before we learned to walk away. Maybe distance is not measured in roads or years. Maybe it begins the moment someone's voice stops belonging to your tomorrow. I still know the sound, I just do not know the person anymore. Your voice feels far away, but tonight I let it play. I listen to the girl I was before we gave our love away. Your voice feels far away, and I finally understand. Some echoes stay inside the heart long after we release the hand. I will not erase the message, I will not pretend it meant nothing, but I will stop mistaking your old voice for someone coming back to me. The room became quiet. For once, I did not press replay. I let your last word disappear into the rain. We did not break in one loud moment. We faded at the edges until nothing fit anymore. We lost the shape of us, somewhere between stay and leave. Your hand stopped reaching in the dark, my heart stopped asking what you need. We lost the shape of us, though everything remained. The picture stayed upon the walls, but every room had changed. Once we moved around each other, like two pieces meant to meet. Then every touch became uncertain, every silence incomplete. We lost single moment was to blame. Love did not leave with broken glass. Slowly forgot our names. We were not strangers yet, but we were no longer home. We lost the shape of us before we learned we were already gone. We lost the shape of us in dinners growing cold. You asked me how my day had been. I answered what I always told. We slept beneath the same old ceiling, facing opposite sides. There were miles inside the mattress no embrace could make disappear. Once I knew the way you needed me, once you knew where I belonged, then even saying I still love you started sounding slightly wrong. We lost the shape of us, the way a shadow loses light. We were still standing close together, but nothing held us right. We lost the shape of us, no single moment was to blame. Love did not leave with broken glass. It slowly forgot our names. Maybe love does not always end. Maybe sometimes it changes form until we cannot recognize it. Maybe we kept holding on to an outline after everything inside it had already disappeared. We lost the shape of us, but I remember how it began. Two lives leaning toward each other, two hearts fitting hand in hand. We lost the shape of us, and I finally understand. Some endings happen quietly before anyone lets go. We did not fail in 1 second. We faded slowly, line by line, until your life no longer held me, and yours no longer fit inside mine. I left your cup on the kitchen shelf, not because you were coming back, but because the empty space already looked enough like goodbye. You never had to speak. I could hear what your silence meant. Even now, I remember every version of it. I still remember your silence, the soft one when you felt safe, the heavy one before an argument, the cold one when you pulled away. I still remember your silence, how it changed from night to night. I knew when you needed comfort, and when love no longer felt right. You never had to tell me when your heart was somewhere else. I could feel the room grow distant before you admitted it yourself. I still remember your silence, every pause and every breath, the way it held me in the beginning, the way it warned me of the end. I still remember your silence, though your voice still remember your silence on the night you packed your things. You folded every shirt so carefully while I waited for anything. The clock was louder than our breathing. Your keys were shaking in your hand. You looked at me for one long second, but neither of us made a sound. I wanted you to say you love me. I wanted one reason to believe, but the silence in the doorway told me you were going to leave. I still remember your silence, every pause and every breath, the way it held me in the beginning, the way it warned me of the end. I still remember your silence, though your voice is fading now. You said the most when you said nothing, and I understood somehow. Maybe silence is the last honest language between two people who have run out of promises. Maybe you said goodbye before your lips ever moved, and maybe my heart heard it long before I was ready to understand. I still remember your silence, but it does not frighten me. I no longer search the quiet for the love we used to be. I still remember your silence, every distance, every sign. But I have learned that empty rooms can become peaceful over time. You once left without a sentence, now I finally let it end. I still remember your silence, but I do not wait for it again. A car passed below, a bird landed on the fire escape. The room was no longer silent, and for the first time, neither was I. For 1 second, I thought your eyes had found me. Then you looked away like there was nothing left to see. You looked right through me like I was part of the room, like these eyes had never watched you fall asleep beneath the moon. You looked right through me with no anger in your face, that hurt more than any hatred, more than all the words we wasted. Once your eyes could find me in the middle of a crowd, now I stood a few steps from you and somehow disappeared. You looked right through me like our history was there, like I had never held your secrets, like you had never needed me there. You looked right through me and the whole world carried on. Someone reached to take a novel, someone left and you were gone. I could survive you leaving, I could survive the truth, but I was not prepared for the day you looked right through me. You looked right through me while I held the book you gave, the one you wrote inside one winter. For every road we'll someday take. I wondered if you remembered that your handwriting was there. I wondered if you saw me holding proof that once you used to care. I almost stepped into your pathway, I almost whispered out your name, but your eyes had already told me I no longer had a place. You looked right through me, like our history was there, like I had never held your secrets, like you had never needed me there. You looked right through me, and the whole world carried on. Someone reached to take a novel, someone left and you were gone. Maybe forgetting does not happen inside the memory. Maybe it happens inside the eyes. One day, the person who once saw everything looks at you and sees no reason to stay. You looked right through me, but I finally saw the truth. I was holding who we had been. You were living somewhere new. You looked right through me, and I let the moment pass. I placed your book back on the shelf and stopped searching through the past. You may never see me the way you used to do, but I am learning how to see myself without needing you. The bell above the door rang once. You never turned around. I stepped into the rain with empty hands and carried only myself home. I knew that face before I knew how to lose it. Once, one look from you could quiet the whole world. The face I used to call home was sitting 3 seats away. Older around the eyes now, but still familiar in the same way. The face I used to call home turned softly toward the glass. I saw the life we might have lived disappear behind us fast. Once your smile could calm me, once your eyes could make me stay. Now I watched you like a stranger, moving toward another day. The face I used to call home no longer knows where I belong. The eyes that once could read my heart now pass over me and move on. The face I used to call home still carries pieces of my past, but love cannot live forever inside a moment that has passed. You were once my safest place, my shelter from the unknown. Now you are only the face I used to call home. The face I used to call home was lit by every passing sign. I remembered quiet mornings when your cheek rested against mine. I remembered how you found me when the whole world felt too loud. Now there were strangers all around us, and I could not reach reach you through the crowd. I wondered where your nights begin. Now I wondered who knows when you are tired. But some doors close without a sound, and some questions lose the right. The face I used to call home no longer knows where I belong. The eyes that once could read my heart now pass over me and move on. The face I used to call home still carries pieces of my past, but love cannot live forever inside a moment that has passed. Maybe home was never a place. Maybe it was the way you looked at me before everything changed. And maybe losing home is not watching someone leave. It is seeing them again and knowing you cannot return. The face I used to call home still feels familiar in the light, but I no longer need your eyes to tell me I will be alright. The face I used to call home can keep the memories we made. I will not ask the past to hold me. When the present calls my name, you were once my safest place. The truth will always remain, but I am learning how to build a home you cannot take away. The doors closed slowly, your face disappeared behind my reflection. For the first time, I saw myself where home used to be. Your name is still there, but everything that once lived beneath it is gone. We became names without a story, two familiar words with nothing left. Your number stayed inside my phone, but every reason disappeared. We became names without a story, no photographs, no place to start, just letters I could still remember, and a silence where we were. Once your name meant late night laughter, once mine sounded safe to you. Now they are only empty labels for the people we outgrew. We became names without a story, without a beginning we could tell. No one looking at us now would know how deeply we once felt. We became names without a story, just two strangers passing through. Your name still carries all my memories, but mine means nothing now to you. We had a whole world no one else could see. Now we are only names where a love story used to be. We became names without a story, when our friends stopped asking why, when the places that remembered us learned to let our shadows die. Your birthday came and went in silence. I watched the day turn into dawn. I wrote a message, then erased it, because the right to send was gone. Once I knew exactly how to reach you, once you always answered me. Now your name is just a doorway Maybe stories do not disappear. Maybe they lose the people allowed to tell them. Maybe somewhere our love still exists, but only in the spaces between your name and mine. We became names without a story, but I remember every page, every promise in the margins, every line we could not say. And I finally let it rest. I do not need the world to know us to believe that we were real. Your name can stay a quiet part of me, but I will stop trying to rewrite the ending of what we used to be. I did not delete your name. I only closed the screen. Some stories end without disappearing. They simply stop being read. There was only a few feet between us, but nothing could have felt farther away. Nothing between two old hearts, no anger left to hold, no promises, no unfinished fight, no reason to be close. Nothing between two old hearts, just memories underneath. You laughed with someone beside you. I forgot how to breathe. Once the whole room disappeared whenever you looked my way. Now we sat beneath the same soft lights with nothing left to say. Nothing between two old hearts, no bridge, no open door, only the ghost of everything we do not share anymore. Nothing between two old hearts, no hatred, no desire, just ashes where we once believed nothing could end the fire. We were not enemies, we were not friends. We were two people who once had everything and had nothing in the end. Nothing between two old hearts, your hand rested near your glass. I remembered how those fingers used to pull me from the past. You smiled at something softly, it was not a smile for me. And I realized love can vanish without taking every memory. Once I knew the reason behind every change in your face. Now I watch from across the room like I had never known your name. Nothing between two old hearts, no bridge, no open door, only the ghost of everything we do not share anymore. No. still hurt. Nothing between two old hearts, but I felt the years we knew. Every ordinary morning, every night I turn to you. Nothing between two old hearts, and I finally understood. Not every love becomes a friendship, not every ending should. We do not need to hate each other, we do not need to make amends. Some people become strangers because there is nothing left to pretend. I passed your table on the way out. You looked up, we both smiled politely, and that was all that remained between us. I know the smile you no longer wear. I know the dreams you stopped speaking about. I know the person time carried away. I know the person you used to be, the one who danced when no one saw, the one who feared an empty future but still believed in love. I know the person you used to be, before the silence changed your eyes. You told me all your hidden wishes, I watched you slowly leave them behind. Maybe you became who you needed, maybe I remain inside the past, but I still see the older version whenever strangers ask about us. I know the person you used to be, the heart beneath the guarded face, the one who held me through the darkness and promised we would find our way. I know the person you used to be, but I do not know you anymore. You look the same inside my memories, yet different standing at the door. I miss someone who no longer exists, and maybe that is why I cannot stop remembering you like this. I know the person you used to be, who called me when the nights felt long. You said my voice could make you stronger, you said my arms are where you belonged. Now I hear you speak more carefully, every word is measured and controlled. The warmth I knew has moved behind you like a summer turning cold. I wonder if you miss that version, I wonder if you know they are gone, or did life change you so completely you forgot who you were before? Standing at the door. Maybe loving someone means remembering every version of them, even the ones they leave behind. Maybe I am not missing you, maybe I am grieving the person you could no longer remain. I know the person you used to be, and I will not call that memory false. You were gentle, you were hopeful, before we learned what love could cost. I know the person you used to be, but I released the person you became. I cannot keep waiting for a heart that no longer answers to the same name. You were real, you were mine once, but time has made the truth clear. I still know who you were, I just do not know who you are from here. I did not tear the picture, I only turned it over. Some people stay beautiful in memory, because memory never has to watch them change. You remember the girl who waited. You do not know the woman who finally walked away. You don't know who I am now, you only know the girl before. The one who waited by the window, the one who always kept the door. You don't know who I am now, how I learned to sleep alone, how I built a life from broken things and made the silence feel like home. You remember how I needed you, you remember all my fear, but you were gone when I became the person standing here. You don't know who I am now, you don't know how far I came. You still picture me in pieces, still believing I would stay the same. You don't know who I am now, you never saw me learn to rise. You knew the girl who cried for you, not the one who survived. You once knew every part of me, but that was years ago. You know who I was beside you, you don't know who I am now. You don't know who I am now, the places I have learned to love, the friends who held me through the winter, the dreams I finally followed up. You don't know I changed my number, you don't know I cut my hair, you don't know I stopped returning to the streets where we once were. You remember my old questions, you remember my old pain, but I found answers in the distance you once thought would make me break. You don't know who I am now, you don't know how far I came. You still picture me in pieces, still believing I would stay the same. You don't know who I am now, you never saw me learn to rise. You knew the girl who cried for you, not the one who survived. Maybe people do not stay frozen inside the memories of those who leave them. Maybe losing you was the beginning of meeting myself. You walked away, knowing my weakest version. You never stayed long enough to see her become strong. You don't know who I am now, and I no longer need you to. I do not need your recognition to believe that I came through. You don't know who I am now, but I finally know my name. I am more than what you left behind, more than the girl who begged key turned softly. No one waited on the other side, and still it felt like coming home. I kept everything because I thought memories needed a place. But the room is full now, and none of it knows where to belong. Our memories have nowhere to go. They are sleeping in a box. Old receipts and faded pictures, little pieces time forgot. Our memories have nowhere to go. Every object keeps your name. A train ticket from December, a sweater holding yesterday. Once these things were proof of living. Once they showed how close we were. Now they are only quiet witnesses to a love that's nowhere to return. Our memories have nowhere to go. No home, no future, no address. They cannot follow where you are, and they cannot stay inside my chest. Our memories have nowhere to go, so they gather in the dark. Every photograph still holds us, every note still knows my heart. We moved on, but nothing here knows how. Our memories have nowhere to go, and I do not know where to put them now. Our memories have nowhere to go. There is sand inside a jar from the beach where you once promised we would never drift apart. There is a map with circles drawn around the cities we would see. We never reached the final one. You never reached the rest of me. I could burn the notes you gave me. I could throw the pictures out, but losing every trace of us would not erase what happened. Our memories have nowhere to go. No home, no future, no address. They cannot follow where you are, and they cannot stay inside my chest. Our memories have nowhere to go, so they gather in the dark. Every photograph still holds us, every note still knows my heart. Maybe memories were never meant to belong anywhere. Maybe they are only visitors who stay until we stop asking them to become a future. I do not need to destroy them. I only need to stop living inside them. Our memories have somewhere to go, not back to you, not out of sight. I can keep what made me softer without carrying it every night. Our memories have somewhere to go, into the person I became. They can live without controlling me. They can hurt without remaining chains. We moved on, and now I finally know memories do not need a home. They only need a heart strong enough to let them come and go. I did not throw us away. I only moved us out of reach. Some memories belong where they can be remembered without stay. I do not only miss you, I miss the way you knew me. I miss the way you knew me before I learned to hide. You heard the truth beneath my laughter. You saw the fear behind my eyes. I miss the way you knew me, every habit, every scar. You knew why I hated crowded places and why I watched the passing cars. You could read the smallest changes. You could feel when I withdrew. Now I explain myself to people who will never know me like you. I miss the way you knew me, like my heart was written clear. You understood the words I swallowed. You knew when I needed you near. I miss the way you knew me, not the fighting, not the pain. I miss being seen so completely before we became strangers again. Maybe I do not miss the love we could not save. Maybe I miss the version of myself you once knew by name. I miss the way you knew me, how you ordered food for two. You remembered I hated onions and always gave the window seat to me. You knew which days were difficult before I ever said a word. Now someone asked what makes me happy, and I do not know where to begin. You carried years of little details no photograph could ever prove. And losing you meant losing someone who remembered how I moved. I miss the way you knew me, like my heart was written clear. You understood the words I swallowed. You knew when I needed you near. I miss the way you knew me, not the fighting, not the pain. I miss being seen so completely before we became strangers again. Maybe being known is its own kind of home. Maybe that is why some people are so hard to leave behind. Not because they were perfect, but because they carried a map of us no one else possessed. I miss the way you knew me, but I am learning myself again. I am listening to my own silence. I am becoming my own friend. I miss the way you knew me, and I will not call that feeling wrong. But I cannot spend forever waiting for an old understanding to return. You once knew me deeply, that love will always have its place. But I am learning I can still be whole without being known in the same way. Coffee, bread, something sweet, a life of my own. For the first time, I wrote the list without remembering what you would choose. We're standing in the same place. just not in the same time. We stand on different sides of time. You belong to yesterday, I belong to all the mornings I had to find without your name. We stand on different sides of time, looking at the same old sky. You remember how we started, I remember why we cried. If we met for the first time today, will we still become us? Or would time already know the ending, waiting for our hearts? We stand on different sides of time, reaching through a world that's gone. Your memories stop where I was broken, mine continue moving on. We stand on different sides of time, with different dreams, different fears. I still carry who we once were. You have learned another year. The distance isn't measured by miles we couldn't cross. It's measured by the people we became after everything was lost. We stand on different sides of time. The bridge still knows our names. The river keeps reflecting every season that has changed. I remember chasing sunsets, thinking they would never end. Now I chase tomorrow's sunrise without wondering where you've been. The clock kept turning quietly, even when my heart stood still. Time never asked permission, it simply taught me how to heal. We stand on different sides of time, reaching through a world that's gone. Your memories stop where I was broken, mine continue moving on. We stand on different sides of time, with different dreams, different fears. I still carry who we once were. You have learned another year. Maybe love doesn't always lose to distance. Sometimes it loses to time, because time never asks us if we're ready. It simply keeps walking. We stand on different sides of time, and I no longer ask you why. Some chapters only make sense after we stop trying to rewrite. We stand on different sides of time, but I'll always bless the years when your heart and mine existed in the same beautiful season. You are no longer part of my future, but you'll always be part of the road that brought me here. The bridge stayed behind, the river kept flowing, and for the first time I stopped wishing time would turn around before you. I was only someone passing through the world. Then love made every small thing feel familiar. Love made us familiar, turned your habits into mine. I knew when you would reach for coffee, you knew when I needed made the ordinary shine. A hallway keys upon the table, your hand resting next to mine. We learned each other slowly, like a city street by street, until your voice felt like a language only I could speak. Love made us familiar, made your heartbeat feel like home, made the world seem less uncertain every time we were alone. Love made us familiar until nothing felt unknown. I knew every road beside you, every way your sadness showed, and goodbye changed everything we thought would always stay. Love made us familiar, time made us look away. Love made us familiar. I could find you in the dark. You could hear one change in breathing and know where the hurting started. We knew the smallest details, the songs we skipped, the dreams we hid. No one else could see the meaning in the little things we did. We built a world from repetition, from the comfort of the same. Then one day every familiar thing began to feel misplaced. Love made us familiar, made your heartbeat feel like home, made the world seem less uncertain every time we were alone. Love made us familiar until nothing felt unknown. I knew every road beside you, every way your sadness showed. Maybe love is simply the act of learning someone until they stop feeling separate. Maybe heartbreak is watching all that knowledge become useless. I still know you, I just no longer belong close enough for it to matter. Love made us familiar, and I will not call that time a waste. You taught my heart another language, you gave the ordinary grace. Love made us familiar, even if we could not stay. Some people change us permanently, then become strangers anyway. I may never know you as you are today, but I will always remember how love once made the whole world feel less far away. The street was still familiar, the door was still the same, but I kept walking. Some places remember us long after we no longer return. Love taught me every part of you. Goodbye taught me how quickly a person can disappear. Goodbye made us unknown, though I knew your every scar. I knew the dreams you never finished, I knew how afraid you were. Goodbye made us unknown, with one flight and one last wave. You walked toward another future, I stood where our old life remained. Once your hand fit inside mine like it had always belonged, then the doors closed everything familiar was gone. Goodbye made us unknown, turned your voice into an echo, turned the person who knew my heart into someone I could not follow. Goodbye made us unknown, though the memories stayed the same. Love had taught us every detail, distance slowly erased our names. We were once impossible to separate or outgrow. Love made us familiar, goodbye made us unknown. Goodbye made us unknown, first in days, then months, then years. Your messages became shorter, your pauses became clear. I stopped knowing where you lived, you stopped asking how I slept. The space between our answers swallowed everything we had left. There was no final act of cruelty, no betrayal to explain, only two lives moving forward until nothing stayed the same. Goodbye made us unknown, turned your voice into an echo, turned the person who knew my heart into someone I could not follow. Goodbye made us unknown, though the memories stayed the same. Love had taught us every detail, distance slowly erased our names. Maybe goodbye is not a single word. Maybe it is a road that keeps getting longer after two people turn away. Maybe becoming strangers does not happen suddenly. Maybe it happens every time we choose not to ask one more question. Goodbye made us unknown, but it cannot make us unreal. It cannot erase the nights we shared or change the love I used to feel. Goodbye made us unknown, and I finally understand. Some people leave our daily lives without ever leaving who we are. We were once impossible to separate or outgrow. Love made us familiar, goodbye made us unknown. Your flight disappeared from the screen, the crowd kept moving. I touched the place where your hand had been, then walked toward a life you would never know. Time changed almost everything, but I knew your eyes before I knew it was you. I would still recognize your eyes, even after all these years. The same quiet blue beneath the light, the same place that held your fear. I would still recognize your eyes, though your face has learned to change. They still carry all the questions you were never brave enough to say. Once those eyes could pull me closer, once they made the whole world still. Now they look across the distance like they almost know me still. because they once reflected mine. They held every dream we carried. They watched our love run out of time. You may forget my voice, might touch the life we knew, but I would still recognize your eyes anywhere I found you. I would still recognize your eyes from the photographs we took, from the mornings when you loved me and the nights you could not look. I saw them soften when you trusted. I saw them close when you withdrew. I watched the light slowly leave them before goodbye became the truth. I wonder if you saw me. I wonder if your heart replied, or was I only one more stranger passing briefly through your eyes? I would still recognize your eyes in any city, any crowd, even if your voice was different, even if you never turned around. I would still recognize your eyes because they once reflected mine. They held every dream we carried. They watched our love run out of time. Maybe eyes remember what people teach themselves to forget. Maybe some part of us still recognizes home, even when we know we cannot enter. For 1 second I saw the person I had loved. Then you blinked and we were strangers again. I searched the street once, then stopped. The snow covered every footprint, but not the way you looked at me before the world moved on. Maybe not here, maybe not now, but somewhere beyond everything we lost, a version of us still knows the way home. Somewhere we still belong, in the morning time forgot, in the kitchen where we danced barefoot, in the life we almost got. Somewhere we still belong, before the distance learned our names, before goodbye became a habit, before love became a place. Maybe time erased our future, but it cannot change the past. There was once a world between us that was real while it could last. Somewhere we still belong, in the hours we once knew, in the quiet way you held me, in the way I trusted you. Somewhere we still belong, not in this life we live today, inside the love that shaped us before we learned to walk away. We do not have to find it, we do not have to return. Somewhere we still belong in everything our hearts once learned. Somewhere we still belong in the songs we used to play, in the photographs from summers that now feel worlds away. You may wake beside another, I may love someone someday, but nothing new can make untrue the home we were before it changed. They ended in their time. Somewhere we still belong, in the hours we once knew, in the quiet way you held me, in the way I trusted you. Somewhere we still belong, not in this life we live today, but inside the love that shaped us before we learned to walk away. Does not always mean staying. Maybe some people belong to a chapter, not the whole story. You do not belong in my tomorrow, but you will always belong to the person I became because of you. Somewhere we still belong, and I no longer call it pain. I can honor what we carry without asking it to live again. Somewhere we still belong, in a memory warm and clear, not as lovers waiting somewhere, but as two hearts that once were near. We do not need another ending, we do not need another start. Somewhere we still belong, in the quiet history of each other's hearts. I left the picture where the sunlight could reach it. Then I stepped outside. Some loves do not come with us, they simply remain where they were once, beautiful. I spent so long remembering how we ended. Today I remembered how gently we began. Thank you for knowing me once, for seeing what I could not show, for holding all my hidden pieces and never making me feel alone. Thank you for knowing me once, for learning every quiet sign, for hearing truth beneath my laughter, and staying through the hardest nights. We became strangers in the ending, but that does not erase the start. You once carried all my secrets like they were safe inside your heart. Thank you for knowing me once, for loving who I used to be, for finding light inside the places I was too afraid to see. Thank you for knowing me once, even if you do not know me now. You gave me more than just a memory, you helped me understand myself. We could not keep forever, but everything. Thank you for knowing me once, for all the ordinary days, the coffee left beside my pillow, the way you always knew my face. Thank you for knowing me once, before roads became unknown. You taught me that a heart can open and still survive when love is gone. I no longer need to blame you, I no longer need to ask why. Some people come to help us grow, then leave before the rest of life. Thank you for knowing me once, for loving who I used to be, for finding light inside the places I was too afraid to see. Thank you for knowing me once, even if you do not know me now. You gave me more than just a memory, you helped me understand myself. Maybe gratitude is the final form of letting go, not wanting someone back, not wishing they had stayed, only looking at the love without the ending and saying it mattered, you mattered. I am different because you were here. Thank you for knowing me once, for every truth we used to share, for loving me through broken seasons and teaching me that I was worth care. Thank you for knowing me once, though we became strangers in the end. I will not ask the past to return, I will not try to make us friends. We could not keep forever, but I am grateful we began. Thank you for knowing me once. Now I am learning to know myself again. I did not send the letter, I did not need to. The words were not for you, they were for the part of me that was finally ready to say thank you and move on. Maybe one day we will stand in the same place again, not as the people who lost each other, just as two strangers learning how to say hello. Maybe we meet again as strangers with no promises to keep. You will not know the nights I cried, I will not know the dreams you dreamed. Maybe we meet again as strangers in a city far from home. You might smile and ask my name like you had never known it before. Would my heart still recognize you? Would your eyes remember mine? Or would we simply share one moment and leave the past behind? Maybe we meet again as strangers, with nothing broken in between. No goodbye beneath our voices, no memory inside what we see. Maybe we meet again as strangers, and kindness is all that remains. You say hello without the history, I answer without the pain. We may never be lovers again, we may never understand, but maybe we meet again as strangers and finally let go of who we were back then. Maybe we meet again as strangers, and you tell me where you have been. I will speak about my new life without wondering what might have been. You might laugh the way I remember, I might pause, then smile somehow. But I will not search that familiar sound for the person you were then. We will not owe each other answers, we will not reopen every scar. We will only be two people who once carried the same heart. Maybe we meet again as strangers, with nothing broken in between. No goodbye beneath our voices, no memory inside what we see. Maybe we meet again as strangers, and kindness is all that remains. You say hello without the history, I answer without the pain. Maybe becoming strangers was not the cruelest ending. Maybe it was the only way we could stop hurting and still remember that the love was real. Maybe one day the past will not stand between us, it will only stand behind us. Quiet, finished, beautiful. Maybe we meet again as strangers, and this time I will not be afraid. I will not ask if you remember, I will not wish that you had stayed. Maybe we meet again as strangers, under some unfamiliar sky. I will thank you with one gentle smile, and let the moment pass us by. We do not need another lifetime, we do not need another chance. Maybe we meet again as strangers, and for the first time that will be enough. You turned left, I turned right. Neither of us looked back, and somewhere behind us the city kept the story we no longer needed to carry.